All right, today we're going to break down a really simple but honestly an incredibly powerful way to improve your speech. We're talking about getting rid of that rushed, out of control feeling for good. It's called the air gap technique, and trust me, it might just change the way you talk.
So let me ask you this. You ever get that feeling? You're nervous, maybe you're just really excited about something, and your words just start tumbling out, one on top of the other, faster and faster. Yeah, we've all been there. It's a super common experience.
So what's actually going on here? Well, it's pretty simple. Your brain is just way ahead of your mouth. It's firing off ideas so fast that your mouth physically can't keep up. And that overload, it creates this mental logjam. It's like a traffic jam, but for your words. They all crash into each other, and that's when we start stumbling or using a bunch of filler words or even stuttering.
Okay, so let's give this whole thing a name. We're going to call it the runaway train problem. To really get why this is such a big deal, let's take a look at what it actually sounds and feels like in the real world.
Okay, check this out. On the left, you've got that high-tension, high-risk rush. I need to go to the store and then I'll be back at 5. It's a jumbled mess, right? It feels tense. But now look at the other side. Same exact sentence, but with a different pace. I need to go to the store, and then I'll be back at 5. See? It's calm, it's totally clear, and you are in complete control of the situation.
So what was the difference? That tiny little pause, that moment of space you just heard? That's it. That's the entire solution. It's called the air gap technique, and the amazing thing about it is just how simple it is.
So what is an air gap? It couldn't be easier. You're just intentionally creating space in your speech. You hit the pause button for about 1 second. You can do this at the obvious spots, like commas and periods, or really just anytime you're shifting between ideas.
But listen, this is absolutely the most important part. There is one non-negotiable rule. That pause isn't just dead air. It's got to be an active moment. You have to physically take a full, calm breath. Think of that breath as your reset button. It literally interrupts your body's stress response and gives your brain that split second it needs to catch up.
So how does a simple breath do all that? How does it build a more reliable, way less stressful way of speaking? Well, the best way to really get it is with a couple of simple analogies that I think really nail it.
Okay, first up, let's imagine your speech is a train, and it's carrying all your thoughts down a track.
Now, every train needs to stop at stations, right? If it just keeps plowing ahead, never stopping, it gets too full, too heavy, and it's going to crash. It's the exact same thing with your speech. Each air gap is a little train station. It's a quick stop that prevents your train of thought from getting overloaded and totally derailing. It's what keeps everything moving smoothly. Not a train person? No problem. How about this one? Think about it like you're playing a video game.
This one's a game changer. Every time you use an air gap, you're basically creating a save point. This is huge because it dramatically lowers the stakes. If you stumble over a word, who cares? You haven't failed the whole level. You just restart from your last save point, the last few words, which takes away all that crazy pressure to be perfect all the time.
Okay, this all sounds awesome in theory, but we both know that turning a cool idea into an actual habit is the hard part. So how can you actually start using this, like today? Let's break it down into 3 really simple steps.
We're going to build this skill up, level by level. Let's start on easy mode. Just practice by yourself. Grab an article, read it out loud, and just build that muscle memory without any pressure. Then you can level up to medium mode. Try it in a low-stakes situation, like ordering a coffee. And finally, when you're ready, try challenge mode in a real conversation. The whole goal is just to pause for 1 single second before you answer. It helps break that instinct to just rush in.
All right, so we've covered the problem, we've covered the solution, and we've covered how to practice. So if you only remember one thing from all this, what should it be? It's this simple. It all comes down to the power of 1. We're talking 1 second, 1 pause, and most importantly, 1 full intentional breath. That single conscious breath, that's your superpower. That's what puts the brakes on the runaway train. It's what gives you the control back, what clears out that logjam, and what allows you to speak with the kind of calm and confidence you've been looking for. So go on, take a breath.